What's going on, guys? Just a Nava, local business website nerd, and it is time once again for Website Wednesday. This is where I generate a random city and a random business, and I am going to audit the website that I find for that business. I did say at the beginning of this week that I want to work a little bit more with local comic shops. So I'm actually going to skip the random part, and I'm going to generate a random city, but I am going to audit a local comic shop in that one. And if you see something like a fly in here, if you see a fly, comment down below, because I see him flying in front of me. I'm interested if he's being picked up on camera. We might have to give him a name. So let me go to my screen here, and the random city that I generated is Huntington, New York. So I'm going to search for comic shops in Huntington, New York. So here we go, Huntington, New York comic shop. Okay, now I did do a search first just to make sure there was a comic shop in Huntington, but now I am going to actually look at the website for the first time. So let me go here, Escape Pod Comics. So look, they're here on Google Business. That's great. And they do have a website. Now, this is one thing I've noticed with a lot of comic shops. They don't have websites. They rely on social media. I'm going to get into that a little bit more of why that's not ideal. But let's look at Escape Pod Comics. Let's look at their website, and let's see what's going on. So here we go. Comics are for everyone. Let us help you find exactly the kind of comic you're looking for. Holy cow, guys. Look at me. Pay attention to this. That's really good. That is really, really good. Look at the top of the website here. A different kind of comic shop. Comics are for everyone. Let us find exactly the kind of comic you are looking for. I really like that title. I really, really like that because I can imagine my mom, who knows nothing about comics, but might want to buy a comic for 13-year-old me, 16-year-old me, 8-year-old me. My wife, who is interested in maybe buying a comic for my daughter. For some reason, this is exactly what would attract her here. There's no scrolling, so I am interested. I'm not really going to click on something. I am interested, and I'm not going to scroll. So that's one thing I will always tell you about is you always want your homepage to scroll, because that's what we do now. When we see something we like, I'm looking for my phone. We want to scroll and see more. Thank you, Facebook. Thank you, Instagram, for that. Swiping is a little bit, out there too, but most people will naturally scroll. And so the first thing I did, if you go back and watch the video, the first thing I did, I'm not interested in clicking on something. I want to learn more, and I went to scroll and I didn't see anything. So I would definitely expand the homepage. That will also help send good signals to all the different places that Google can find your authority and stuff. There's no address here. That's a big deal. Escape Pod Comics. Looks like they're using a Squarespace website. You got to put some more information here. This is basically just an image with some text. But man, this is really great. If you could double down on this kind of thing, that's great. So I'm going to go to Reserve Comics, and I'm not sure where I'm at now. Escape Pod Comics. I'm in a different website now. I'm not sure what's happening here. Look, I finally got a location. Too little, too late. Okay, most people are gonna come here and like, oh, where are they? Now you're making me go back, and now I have to go through here. No. Fantastic reviews, by the way. You gotta put that stuff on your website. So I'm not sure where I'm at now. leagueofcomicgeeks.com/store. I'm not sure what this website is. I should know, and I will find out. They sent an email 2 weeks ago. They sent an email. I'm not sure what all this is. So I'm a little confused here. Okay, and I'm coming at it from the idea of let me come back to me. I'm coming at it from the idea of what an average person who might have never been to a comic shop. So you hooked me in. Escape Pod Comics. You hooked me in with the tagline, but I'm not exactly fitting in with the rest of what's going on because now I'm on a different website. I have no idea what. Imagine you went to Target and you said, "Yes, I am interested in that pop figure." You click on it and you see that pop figure. You click on it and you see the different games they have, board games. If you do board games, you don't get directed to a different site. This is way too confusing. So I'm going to assume that this is where we can manage kind of our box. Okay, so I'm going to look at our pictures. Okay, so now I can see what looks familiar, a navigational menu here, and our pictures. This is a gallery. Okay, that's fine. Yep, it's run by Squarespace. And now I finally get here. So the homepage. This is a very old school homepage. It used to be everyone checked their website on desktop. And in fact, I should check it on mobile. So you didn't want any scrolling. You wanted everything right there because they're just going to click on something anyways. We don't have a mouse anymore. People don't want to be moving their thumbs around the screen. Screens are getting bigger, right? So it's getting even more difficult to click around the screen. People want to scroll. So let me come back to here. And reviews, I love seeing... Oh, there's nothing here. There's nothing here. A little bit awkward. I was expecting to see reviews, and they have kindly let us feature them. The finest regularly are put up weekly by the wonderful Page 45. So now, again, I'm directed to another website. Do your own reviews. This is actually something that I'm interested in providing content, this kind of content for comic shops. This would include some of those. So, shop digital comics, and again, I'm at a different website. This is so confusing. Comicretailer.com. Is this? So this is like Comixology? Is that what this is? I'm not exactly sure. So, if you know where you're going, let me come here. If you know what all this stuff is, the website's okay. Coming into it as someone who's never been to a website before, and honestly never seen a website like this before, even I'm incredibly confused. So let me talk about a couple good things. First of all, I should start with this, and I know, and I usually do, but I didn't today. I like the color scheme. The color scheme is really good. This clear, crisp black, this off-white, yellowish page. Obviously, the big background here is very nice. The yellow stands out, and I really like it. And Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. I'm sure their Instagram is great. I'm going to do a couple of social media reviews as well on this channel. Yeah, okay, so that's probably long enough. So there's a lot here. So number one, you got to add more to the homepage. People are interested in learning more, so you got to add more to the homepage. Number two, there's 3 links here, I believe I saw, that go to different websites. I don't like that, right? The events should be on your website. They should also be on Facebook. They should also be listed on your website. I'm not a fan of that. I don't want to be jumping around to different websites and different apps. You got to have everything on your website. It's your HQ, okay? If someone comes in and wants to buy a figurine, you want the figurine in your store. You don't want to tell them, oh, go to this other shop to buy the figurine. No. You have what you have. You need to have it on here. So kind of consolidate everything. Let everything scroll. And right here on the homepage, I don't see where you are, when you're open. Comics for everyone, but only if you know exactly what you're talking about. So now I am feeling a little conflicted. Again, the title is great, the headline is great, but the rest of the website does not communicate that feeling. And I know you do good work because you have 4.8 out of 5 stars on Google, which is fantastic. By the way, you want 4.4 or above. So I have to go to Google to tell me information that your website should have already had. That's something that we need here. So, all right. So Escape Pod Comics. If I was to give you a rating on a scale, let me come back to me full screen. If I was to give you a rating on a scale from 0 to 10, I'd give you a 4. The headline is fantastic. That's worth a couple points. The colors are great. That's worth a point. But beyond that, I had a difficult time using your website. And if I'm going to have a difficult time, your visitors, your guests, whatever you want to call them, they're going to have a difficult time as well. Especially getting those new people in where you say you're different and comics are for everyone, but maybe the website doesn't communicate that. So that's what I would do. And if you have a website like this, obviously this is for all the local comic book shop owners. Are you falling for these traps? Let me know. In the comments down below, I want to know, what do you like from the site? What caught your eye? We're not going to be hating on Escape Pod Comics. They are a great, I like the mission here. Comics are for everyone. We just need to get the website to align with that. And then, man, you're really, really going to take off. So, thank you guys for watching. Leave a comment down below. What else did you like about Escape Pod Comics? Did I miss anything? I'm going to check out real quick their mobile site. And, yep, it's the same thing. It's just that one page. So we definitely would want to fix that. And Squarespace can fix that. It can be a little daunting, but it is possible. So thank you guys for watching. Comment down below what biggest website question do you have about your comic shop? Most people watching this are going to be comic shop owners. Maybe you're a different bookstore or something like that. Collection shop. Love collection shops, especially sports memorabilia. That's fantastic. Comment down below. What's your biggest question about your website? Leave your website. Maybe I'll do an audit on it later on. Thank you guys for watching. If you're new to the channel, hit subscribe. Leave a comment. What do you do? What are you all about? Let's start a dialogue in the comments, okay? YouTube comments are normally a place of toxicity. Let's make it a place of community and togetherness, and let's meet each other and talk a little bit. So thank you guys for watching. Subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.